Hello everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. All right, so this is the video a lot of you have been waiting for. The comparison between Canadian and American Floetrol, Australian Floetrol, and Owatrol. Now, I've got my notes here. I have everything written down. Now, okay, so there's a lot to say before I get started here. Starting with, I've been down here since 9 a.m. and it is now 12:57 p.m. So it's been 4 hours, I kid you not, that I've been down here. I have taken the dogs to doggy daycare so that I can be uninterrupted while doing this. I told the kids, you're on your own, make your own lunch for school. Don't bother mommy, I'm busy. So I've been down here 4 hours. I finally finished mixing everything, coming up with the right concoctions, the right ratios, all of that. Now I'm gonna do the video for you guys. Then I gotta upload it, edit it, put all the information in the description below the video. So that's probably gonna take me a few more hours. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be as polite as possible. When you are done watching the video, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I will be more than happy to help answer any of your questions that you may have after you watch this video. However, if you don't watch the full video and then you have questions that are clearly answered in the video, but you didn't hear it because you decided to fast forward or just watch without the volume, I don't know. I probably won't answer your question. It's taken me and probably will take me a total of 6-7 hours to do this video from beginning to end. I ask that you please watch the entire video, even if it's an hour long. I don't think it's going to be an hour long, but please take the time to watch the entire video. Do not fast forward if you want to know everything that I am going to tell you guys in this video. It's the one thing I ask. So if you have any other questions though that aren't in the video, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, I wanted to get that out of the way because I get asked a lot of questions a lot of the times and the answer is clearly in the video, but people just don't watch the whole video. And I know that because the YouTube analytics on my account tells me how long people watch videos for. So, okay, things I noticed about these three Floetrols. Okay, so first I want to thank my lovely viewers who sent me Australian Floetrol and Owatrol. So thank you to my viewers who have been so kind to send me this stuff so that I can do this test for you guys. Now, we all know Floetrol, you gotta strain it. You get yourself your strainer and you strain it because there's clumps in it. This stuff, I strained it, not a single clump in it, like nothing, okay? This stuff, I strained it, clumpy as you know what, worse than this, okay? So there was a lot of clumps, and yes, I shook it like a mad woman, okay? I shook all of these bottles really, really well. This had a lot of clumps in it. This had clumps, not as many as this, but this had clumps and this had none, okay? My next observation, this is like water. I cannot believe how watery this stuff is. It's extremely fluid, ridiculously fluid. So then you have this stuff that's kind of in between, and then this stuff is like molasses. I cannot believe how thick this was. So when I was straining this, it went through the strainer at a medium pace. I strained this and it was like in the cup in like a millisecond. I strained this and it took like a minute just to get through the strainer into the cup. I cannot believe how thick this stuff is. So that's my observation on the Floetrols. Now, regarding paints, I wanted to use paint brands that I know everybody can get their hands on. I know in Australia and in Europe, you cannot get Artist Loft or Liquitex Basics. So I did not use those paint brands. I wanted to use paint brands that I knew everybody pretty much can get their hands on. For example, Amsterdam. I know it's in Europe. I know it's all over the place. You can get Amsterdam paints. Mont, Marte. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mont, Marte. I don't know. These were a gift from a viewer of mine in Australia. This is, I know, a paint brand that you guys use in Australia. I don't know if you have it in the UK or Ireland or wherever out that way. I'm so bad with geography. I'm sorry. But I did use Mont and I used Amsterdam, and I did use 24 karat gold by DecoArt because I did want a metallic in there. It's the only metallic I have. So I did want to put a metallic in there to see if it sells up and that whatnot. So I have ratios and concoctions for everything. My white bases are all Amsterdam titanium white. I got it right here. Okay. Everything, all 3 white bases are Amsterdam titanium white. Okay. And as I mentioned, I used Mont, I used Amsterdam, and I also used Winsor and Newton because, again, I'm pretty sure that is a paint brand a lot of you can get. For those of you in Canada, I hear Mont, obviously they sell it on Amazon, I think, and I know HomeSense sells it. If you are wondering where to get Winsor and Newton and Amsterdam paints, I buy them from deltaart.ca, DeSerres in, I think it's Ottawa or Quebec or somewhere over there. They sell it as well for those of you in Canada who want to get their hands on Amsterdam and Winsor and Newton. Okay, so I'm going to mention the colors real quickly so that I don't forget and then just, you know, move along. So I'm starting off with a turquoise color, and it is called Turquoise by Mont. I just want to tell you guys the colors so I can get these out of the way. Bye-bye. Next color is Ultramarine Blue, again by Mont. Bye-bye. Then we are using Light Rose by Amsterdam, 24 karat gold by DecoArt. Then I have Primary Magenta by Winsor and Newton. And topping it off, we have Permanent Blue Violet by Amsterdam. So those are the colors I'm using. And they're the same colors on all 3 boards, okay? So I'm gonna move these out of the way, and I'm gonna get myself set up and let you guys know what I have done here, okay? All my canvases are level. I am using the cheap level 1 Artist Loft canvases. They're not gallery wrap canvases. I did not want to use my expensive canvases to do these testers on. So they're just cheap level 1 canvases. They're all fully leveled. The size is 12 by 16 inches, okay? Alrighty then. American/Canadian Floetrol. Okay, and don't worry, I will put all of this information in the description below as well. I was just thinking maybe I'll just put it below and then you can find it. But the problem is a lot of you don't know how to get to the description below. A lot of you don't know where it is. A lot of you are watching on smart TVs and you don't have the option to even comment, like, or subscribe on a smart TV. So I will talk about it in the video actually, because I know a lot of you can't access the description. For those of you who are watching on your phones, your iPads, tablets, your computers, laptops, if you click on the title of my video, just click on the title, it'll expand below, and that is where you will find the description of everything you need to know, okay? American Floetrol. Now, my Amsterdam titanium white is 200 grams Floetrol, 50 grams paint, and 40 grams water, okay? Now, I tested, like, I'll show you guys after, on the other side of the table, there's like a bunch of pieces of paper with drip tests like you wouldn't believe. So I did a drip test to make sure this was the same consistency as my Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White from the old days, from the old bottle, from the perfect concoction that I typically have been using for the last 2.5 years, I did a drip test with that white base paint to make sure that these base and colors were all the same consistency as that base paint, okay? So again, 200 Floetrol, 50 grams paint, 40 water, okay? That's what I did here. For the paints, if you're using Liquitex, Artist Loft, Pebeo, that kind of stuff, it's still 80-40-30, okay? Still the same concoction from video number 63. For Mont, Marte, and for the Amsterdam and Winsor Newton, I did 20 grams Floetrol, 10 grams paint, 10 grams water. So 2 to 1 to 1, okay? I don't want to confuse you guys. Again, I'm going to have all this in the description below, okay? Because Winsor Newton and Amsterdam are thicker, more pigmented, you don't need as much paint. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the Australian Floetrol. Boy, oh boy, this stuff is crazy. So in my Australian Floetrol painting, there's no water, okay? There's no way I could have added any water to this thing and not make it like rainwater. Like, I can't even tell you how fluid this Floetrol is. So with the Amsterdam white base, Amsterdam titanium white, I did 200 grams Floetrol, 100 grams of paint, okay? So it's a 2 to 1 ratio. That's what I did. Now with the colored paints, they're all 3 to 1. So 30 grams of Floetrol, 10 grams of paint. So it's a 3 to 1 ratio, except for the 24 karat gold, because that stuff is already watered down as it is. That's a 2 to 1 ratio. So that was 20 grams Floetrol, 10 grams paint for the 24 karat gold by DecoArt. The rest of the colors are 3 to 1, and this is 2 to 1. Don't ask me about why it's those ratios. That is what I came up with. That is what worked when I did the drip test, so that they were all the same consistency. If you want to play with your own consistencies and use less paint and more Floetrol, be my guest. You know, you can always do your own thing. This is what I came up with in the last 4 hours. Okay, Owatrol. Okay, this stuff, I still can't get over how thick this stuff is. So Owatrol is a 4 to 1, okay, 4 to 1 mixture. So we have 200 grams of Floetrol, 50 grams of paint, and 50 grams of water, okay? So that's 4 to 1. And then for the Mont, Marte, the Amsterdam, the Winsor Newton, it's 1 to 1 to 1. So I did 10 grams Floetrol, 10 grams paint, 10 grams water, 10, 10, 10. Now, I'm only filling these little Dixie cups, which is way too much paint for a 12 by 16 inch canvas. But I didn't want to do like 2 grams here, 2 grams there, you know, whatever. So I just did 10, okay? And so these ones here for the Owatrol is 1 to 1 to 1 ratio, except of course the 24 karat gold, which is a 2 to 2 to 1. So it's 10 grams Floetrol, 10 grams paint, and only 5 grams of water. And maybe you could even do a little less because the 24 karat by DecoArt is already pretty thin. So you could probably go get away with a little less water. So again, I will put all of this information in the description below. Okay, and if I missed anything, again, please put it in the comments below. Let's see. When I'm done with this, you are, you know, more than welcome, and I would appreciate it if you would share this video to, you know, your social media groups, Facebook groups, whatever art groups you're in. Let people know, for those who are interested in knowing and seeing the difference between all three, you know, pours. Oh, I need my hair dryer. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't believe I've been down here for 4 hours. Haven't had breakfast yet. Haven't had lunch yet. I just wanted to get this done so that I can get the video out and you guys could all check it out. All right, so I'm going to move this stuff out of the way just for a quick second. Yep. All right. Now I am going to flood the canvas, and I don't know if I'll speed you guys up. It's a small canvas. It's going to be a long video as it is. I think I'm going to do each piece one at a time, obviously, because I don't want the white paint sitting on the canvas while I'm blowing out everything else. I guess I probably shouldn't have used all of that. And I guess I could use my spatula, but I don't want to have to clean it between each white base here. I wouldn't want to contaminate Floetrols with each other. So I'll just use my stick here, which this one's from Loli Veffy. Plastic stir stick, reusable stir stick, which is great. Crystal Resin also sells them as well if you want to get one from Crystal Resin when you're ordering your resin. You know, discounts to both in the description below. All right, so that takes care of that. Ah! See, good thing it was empty. All right. I'm just going to just make sure the sides here are wet and have paint on them. I'm so curious to see how this is going to work out. I kid you not, I have not tried this. So I know this one's going to work out. Excuse me. I know this is going to work out. I don't know what's going to happen with the Australian Floetrol and the Owatrol. I did not practice this ahead of time. I did not do this, you know, at any time. Do you know why? Because I don't want to mix more paint. I do not want to do this again. This took forever to begin with. So I'm doing this for the first time on camera in front of you guys. So if it doesn't work, don't kill me. But I'm hoping it does. So let's pop the bubbles. Okay, and so let's, I'm so disappointed I broke the stand. Look at this, it's like ridiculous. Okay, so let's start. This is the Mont. So I'm gonna do my typical wispy design and just, you know, which way do I want to do it? Let's do it this way. I hate using these cups because it's hard to determine how much I'm putting down here. The squeeze bottles are just so much easier to use. And see, look, I have so much paint left. So I might use this, all of this paint, mix it together, I kid you not, and do like a massive piece and whatever, hope for something good out of it. I don't know. I don't want to throw it away. It would be a shame to throw the paint away. So I'll find something to do with it. Maybe just more pieces. I don't know. We'll see. If, whoa, see, that's a lot. That's a lot. Depending on how these turn out. But then I'd have to make more white base. But then again, I do have more Owatrol and lots of Australian Floetrol. So we'll see. May not turn out. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. But we'll see. So this, you know, will kind of take over video number 63, but I still think video 63 is pretty good for those of you who are starting out and, you know, using Liquitex Basics and Artist Loft, and wow, there's a lot of blue and turquoise there. Yikes! And let's see, Pebeo, Studio Acrylics. What other brands are out there? A brand I don't really use actually at all is Golden. I love it. It's just so expensive. I just can't justify spending that kind of money on such small little tubes of paint. All right, let's blow this out. Let's start with the negative space at the bottom. Beautiful. I knew this one would work really well. I'm not surprised. And the cells in here are super pretty. I'm very happy with this piece, as I knew I would be. I'm worried about these two though. This is what I'm worried about. All right, so let's move this out. It's so pretty. Wow, I like it. I like it a lot. That's really pretty. Okay, let's move these up here so that I may flood my canvas. I'm so curious to see how these are gonna turn out. I'm just so curious. All right, Australian Floetrol with no water, okay? No water at all. Okay, there's still some left in there. And you know what? Forget it. Give me my spatula. It just makes life so much easier. Look at that. Way easier. I love this thing. I've been using this for almost 3 years now. You can find it on Amazon. You can find everything, almost everything I use in my Amazon shop. That is also listed in the description below. The links, I have US Amazon, Canadian Amazon, and UK Amazon. That is all listed in the description below. All right. Oh, this is so much more fluid than what I've been used to with the new Artist Loft concoctions. Oh, by the way, I did email Michaels to get an update. She responded almost immediately, which was great customer service. And she did tell me that they are still working on it. She appreciated that I checked in with her. So I am still in touch with them, and I am still waiting to hear back on what their findings are. So there's a little update for you. All right. I just want to get the edges wet, and I'll fix all the edges when I'm done after. All right. That takes care of that. Okay, let's torch these bubbles. I'm so curious to see how this is going to turn out, because we all know that the Australian Floetrol creates really great cells, especially if you're doing the bloom technique, right? So we all know that. So there's no water in this at all. All right, I'm gonna try and put less paint on here because it's so hard to gauge with these silly cups. I hate these things. I will never use them unless I have to. All right, let's move that out of the way. There's still so much paint left. Wowzers. There's a lot of paint in here. But like I said, I didn't want to mix like a little teeny shot glass cup of paint. That would just be silly, right? So I had to make a little extra. It's okay though. I will use it. I will find a use for it. And all the cups are labeled. Like I know this is Aussie Floetrol, Amsterdam, and all of that. So I don't get my cups mixed up. I'll just probably put some saran wrap over them and use them in another pour. All right. All right, the gold, which is very fluid. All right. You don't want to put too much gold because it does take over a lot. So you want to not put too much of the 24 karat gold. All right. I really hope this works out. I really hope. I would think. I don't see why it wouldn't. It's just a matter of, are there going to be cells, too many cells, not enough cells? We shall see. I really love this permanent blue violet by Amsterdam. Such a rich color. All right, pop the bubbles. let's blow this out. All right, same method, same direction. Let's, wow, this thing is really shifting and more cells are popping up here. Okay, you know, let me blow this out and then I'm gonna scrape the sides really quickly on that. All right, let's do this. Oh, it's thick. What? Not enough space. Whoa! Okay, so in here in the center, I didn't have enough white base paint. It was hard to blow, but you can see the rest of it blew out really well. But holy schmoly, look at the cells popping up on this. But they're not white cells, they're colored cells. Wow, so yeah, Australian Floetrol added again with the cells, which is why this stuff works amazing when it comes to the bloom technique. Wow, look at that. And this, it's really pretty. I'm gonna just blow this a little bit because I wanna try and fix the composition here. Holy cow, look at the cells. That is crazy. Ah, I touched it. I'm not supposed to touch it, Kanella. All right, let's try that again. Wherever I blow, cells are appearing. It's crazy. All right, the only part I want to blow is up here. Don't mind my messy hair and all that fun stuff. I wasn't planning on putting my head in the camera. Okay. Oh, big reach. That's actually interesting. Look, you'll see when I bring you guys down for a close-up. What a difference. This has cells like crazy, and this has just some minimal cells, which are flying off my canvas, might I add. Let me scrape these drips to help stop with the paint from moving. This is why it's so important to scrape your drips when you are done blowing out. Whoops, no. Don't hit that stick under there. All right, let me just move these out of the way here. All right, scrape the drips. I'll deal with the fixing the sides later, but right now I'm more concerned about getting these drips so that, oh, I don't think this one's going anywhere. All right, let's put that here for now. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. Still beautiful though. Okay, let's move on to the last one, the Owatrol. Now, I don't know if it's because my paints have been sitting for like 2 hours or an hour, but I can only work so fast. All right, last one. And then I'm gonna go have lunch. Okay. There's still some in there if I wanna work on my sides. My spatula is clean. No cross-contamination happening here. All right. I'm so curious to see how this is gonna work out. Feels a little thick, but I tell you, I did the drip test many, many, many times. So, all right. I can't believe the cells on this piece. Well, I can because I know that's what Australian Floetrol does. I can't believe the difference between all three though, the consistency of all three. Okay, that is clean. That is garbage. Let's just get the sides all fixed here a little bit. I need some paint. Go. All right, that side's good. Need some over here. All right, that is ready. Let's pop the bubbles real quick. Okay, let's start with this one now. I gotta say, I love the color combination though. I'm really happy with the colors I chose. All right. There we go, there's one. Oh, I didn't do my wispy. Kanella, didn't do your wispy. Silly girl. See, I'm hungry. My brain isn't functioning properly when I'm hungry. All right, let's try that again. Okay, light rose. Such a pretty pink, and I'm not a pink person, but this one's really pretty. All right, kids are excited. They have, today's it today, Friday. So not including today, they have 7 days of school left. I know in the US, a lot of you, the kids are already done school. I know Tammy Anderson, my good YouTube buddy. If you don't know who she is, check her out. Subscribe to her channel. She's amazing. But she told me that her kids are done school already. And that was like last week, I think. So, yeah, mine are excited to be done soon. And we are out of lockdown with restrictions, but we are allowed to go shopping in stores now, which is nice. All right, there we go. Let's pop the bubbles. Oh my gosh, I'm so interested to see how this is going to turn out after I get this fluff out. Okay, let's see. Last one. Here we go. Wow, I like this one a lot. I like this one the best. I really like this one a lot. Okay, my least favorite, Australian Floetrol. Sorry, my Aussie viewers. There's just too many cells. But I guess that's what your Floetrol does. I still think it's very pretty. It's just not something I'm used to, but it's amazing. But look at this. I love it. Wow. Now, this one has spread out a lot and is clearly moving, even though my canvas is super level. Let me see, any new drips? Yeah, a few. So I'll re-scrape those real quick. Yeah, a few new drips. This is why I tell you how important it is to come and scrape your canvas like 3 times, right? Like scrape it, come back 10 minutes later, scrape it again, and then come back again for like a 3rd time. After that, you should be good. Oh, I love this. This is my favorite. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this green speck if I can. Okay, and then I want to blow that corner. So just gonna fix the composition. Let me unplug my hairdryer because I don't need it anymore. And I'm just gonna fix this. There. Wow, I love it. I love it. Of course, it's the one Floetrol I have like the least amount of. But that's okay. I love my American/Canadian Floetrol too. But the cells that came up in this one are amazing. So there you go. Like 3 paintings, the same paints, the same brands, all pretty much the same consistency. And these are the results. It's unbelievable. So this one is moving a lot. I wonder if it's because there's a lot of white paint on the base. A little fluff in here. Yeah, it's definitely moving. Definitely moving. Let's, I'm just gonna fix this one a little bit. I wanted to keep the negative space. I didn't want them touching. There we go. That's good. Wow, I'm so happy with all 3 pieces. I cannot believe it. They're all so different. Okay. I am going to fix the edges, clean it all up, scrape my drips, and I will bring you guys in for a close-up. Be right back. All right, everybody. Okay. I have fixed all my sides. I've scraped all the drips twice. And now let's check out the close-ups. Now let's start with the American/Canadian Floetrol, Floetrol. Now you can see this looks, I guess the word I'm trying to think of is like creamy. It's very soft. I can't explain it, but you're going to see what I mean when I show you the other 2. So here's a close-up. There's some cells. Now, not the crazy white cells because it's not Artist Loft, obviously. So there is the Floetrol. Now, when you move on to the Australian Floetrol, do you see the difference? It's more, gosh, I wish I knew the word I was looking for. Like, see how the edges are soft and creamy looking? And then this one, the edges are hard, bold. You know what I mean? Now, this one has a lot of cells in it, which is the Australian Floetrol, which causes a lot of the cells. As we all know, once again, this is liquid gold when it comes to the bloom technique. Now, there's definitely a lot of shimmer in this too. I will try and do it with the lights off and a flash, but it is daytime here, so I'm not really sure how much of that you're gonna see. So there is the Australian Floetrol. So here we have the Owatrol, and it looks similar to the Australian Floetrol. So you can see the soft creaminess of the Floetrol, and then rich, hard edges on these 2. So this one is starting to change as I was doing the edges. So there's lots of cells happening in here too, but they're really pretty. Look at that. They're not like white cells with the exception of over here, but a lot of the cells are colored cells, which is really nice. So 3 different 3 different Floetrols and 3 different outcomes, like really big different outcomes. So there you have 1, there you have 2, and there you have 3. Now, if you were to ask me which one my favorite is, now that I'm looking at them after they've sat for about 15-20 minutes, I'd have to say my favorite is the American Floetrol one, this one here on the very far right. Then would be the Owatrol, and then would be Aussie Floetrol. Only because there's just too many cells, way too many cells. They're colored cells, but they're just too many. And it's not what I'm personally used to. That is what I am personally used to. Okay, so let me turn off the lights and turn the flash on and see if we can get a shimmer out of these. All right, I'm not sure what we're gonna see here, but, oh wait, no, we can. It's so light here in the studio. Oh, you can see it's so pretty. Look at that. I love it. This is my favorite piece. So all these 3 pieces are going to get a top coat of crystal resin, and all 3 will be available for purchase for anyone who is interested in purchasing these pieces. So you can email me at canellaciraco@gmail.com. Wow, definitely shimmer going on. Okay, let's check out this one. There's gonna be shimmer in all of them. Yep. I'm so glad I had the time and the chance to do this for you guys. There's no way I could have done it if I had the dogs here at home. I'm glad I sent them to doggy daycare. They're having fun there anyway, so I needed this. I needed a day, a morning of uninterrupted time to get this done for you guys. I've been trying to do it for so long, and every time I tried to do it, something came up. It was lunchtime. The kids were hungry. It was dinner time. The dogs were yelling. The dogs were howling. The dogs needed to go for a walk, for a bathroom break. Wow, look at the shimmer in this. I'm yapping about the dogs, and I'm like, what? Look at this. Wow. Oh, I love this piece. What? That is so pretty. I like it. Okay, I'm really happy with this, and I hope you guys like these pieces. Oh, wow, look at that. This stuff excites me. I don't know about you, but I get super excited when I see how pretty these are. The shimmer in these. Oh, these are gonna shine so nice with crystal resin and in the sun. All right, let's turn the lights back on. All right, everybody. So there you have it. There are the 3 testers with the 3 different Floetrols. I would love to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Please comment, please. The more comments, the better it is for my channel. I don't know if you know that. It actually does really help if you comment below, not just this video, my other videos as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. For those of you who have been heading on over to my son's YouTube channel, I greatly appreciate that as well. For those of you who have been clicking on his playlist and playing his videos, I'm so grateful. I'm a mom, thanking you guys, from one mom to another, to a grandmother, to whatever you may be. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting him. I'll put his link up above for anyone who would like to click on his playlist and have it run his videos. I would appreciate it. And that's it. Let me just show you guys my mess here. Apologies for the mess, but here are some of the drip tests I was working on. The rest are in the garbage, and I've just been at this. It is now 1:52, so we are on hour 5. 5 hours I've been at this. So there you have it. I really do hope this was helpful for everybody all around the world. I know some of you can't get Floetrol and you use glue. Maybe one day I'll do a glue test. Don't hold me on that though. There's so many things I still want to try. I received these beautiful TLP pigments, this little piggy pigments. So I'm hoping to try those out soon. So stay tuned for a video on those as well. And that's it. Thank you to everybody. I love you guys. Any questions, please put them in the comments below. Thank you to everyone who sent me Owatrol, Australian Floetrol, Mont paints. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. You guys are always so generous and so very, very kind. I can't tell you guys enough how much it means to me, and I really appreciate it. So I hope this video was very helpful for all of you. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm tired. I'm going to go have lunch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you watched the whole video. Until next time, have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.